Look how
So I was like,
blondie blonde.
I know.
And the
I'm
neon
feeling-
pop that everybody was mad about is gone. So
This is just from washing it twice a week cold.
they were mostly pastel, so they were like pretty diluted.
Okay.
So they were like, I knew they were going to kind of fade out kind of quickly. Like there's still blue in there. That's the most predominant color.
And I got so many compliments.
See, compliments.
Everywhere I went. So where it's already bleached, I liked those. That was originally what I sent you. But I kind of like those too. The pinky, purpley,
Okay,
bluish.
so not the roots. This one, it has more vibrancy to it, so it's going to last you longer.
Okay.
These other two, gone in like
Fade.
2 washes, even with cold water.
Okay.
Yeah, so the lighter the color, the faster it dissipates. The darker the color or the more pigment that's in the color, the longer it's going to last.
Okay.
So you like the color melt on these, like how it melts from like purple to pink. Are we touching up your roots on the blonde?
You included that in the quote in case that was what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted the larger end of the quote
The
spectrum.
Yeah.
That way you could take a look at it once I was here and decide what needs to be done.
Okay, so you have some, this is so, like, I'm like, oh, so pretty. You have a couple of options with your roots. Your roots are not terrible.
Okay.
And if you wanted to save some cash dollars today, we could let it go till next time and blend your roots in with your color melts.
How do you think these colors will blend with my mousy brown hair?
The fucking shade. I love your brown hair, honestly.
I looked at those pictures you posted on Instagram from when I got my hair done, and I was like, damn, that does look good.
It's really pretty.
And I think, like, what was I even worried about?
Yeah.
It's that
somebody said it was red. I was like, it's warm, but it's not red.
My natural hair color?
Yeah. Your brown is it's very neutral. Like, again, it does have some warmth, but it's still a very neutral brown. So like anything we put over it will go really good. But with that being said, also caveat, doing cooler colors on top of something that does have warmth, it's going to look a lot different from the last time. Because the last time we did your hair, it had a lot of warmth in it, and you have warmth in your natural. So they go and they balance each other out. Doing cool on top of warm can look weird, and then it can make those comments true. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My other concern, and I keep going back to this one just because it has the most pigment in it, but my other concern about that is that that's mostly blue on the roots. Blue don't, as you can see, there is blue in your purple, and it doesn't like to really come out.
What other colors do you think would...
I don't not like blue. I guess it just depends on like what you want to do next time.
Well, I was kind of thinking about going into the reds.
Okay, so red, yellow, blue, primary colors. If you do blue, when we put red over it, it's going to turn purple. That's not so bad.
Right.
And then the pink and whatever on the bottom, like red could easily be put over that. The other thing too that I was going to say about touching up your roots is if we touch up your roots with bleach, it's going to have raw lift and it's not going to have fade out like this. So when we put color over this, it's going to make like custom colors almost. Not the blonde parts will be fine, but the other parts where there's like blue and pink left, it's going to kind of like tweak it a little bit because the colors you chose don't have a lot of pigment in them, so it won't cover fully. They'll just kind of mesh and make their own color. It is really pretty. Whenever we do something like this on somebody who has faded color, it's always very, very pretty, but your raw lift will not have that fade out.
Okay.
So it would almost need to be deeper or like a different color just to give it that blend. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You're dead set on these colors though?
Not necessarily.
But we like the pastel family.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Also, I just noticed, I'm so proud you have a middle part.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And the funny thing is normally my hair's very stubborn. So like the side part I had it for so long that anytime I tried to, it always did that. I have not had that issue once.
We love that. Do you want to try a longer curtain bang today? I know you mentioned curtain bangs last time.
What do you think?
I'm very much like baby steps when it comes to people who are that don't do a lot to their hair or not used to it. So I would say we could do a curtain bang now that you're used to like everything we did last time. Maybe try them a little bit longer. Because I feel like if you made them what a true curtain bang is, like short like mine, you might be like,
oh, I wouldn't even know where to start to style them. So,
So I say start longer.
Okay.
And then I'll show you how to style them. And then if you want to go shorter next time, increments. Yeah. I'm going to go look and see what I have. I have a lot of different stuff. I know I have a really pretty sky blue that comes out pretty easily.
But you said the more vibrant the color. It'll last longer.
The longer it will last, yeah, especially at the root area.
Yeah.
Ends always fade faster. The hair's older. It's more porous.
I'm open to go more vibrant.
Let's watch some stuff. Let's see what we can make that you like.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. And then, do you want to touch these up or do you want to wait till next time?
Let's let it grow out a little bit. And
okay,
yeah.
cool. Save some dollars. Okay. Awesome. Also, she did get a bag. And she brought me a bag. Matching bags. I got the Posty soda and a cranberry one. Yay! Okay, so the thing to remember here about this is that her picture is just a guide. She's like, hey, I like these colors. I like a color mount. You have to remember this is only her second time getting fashion color. So she's finding pictures that she likes, and we're gonna do what is gonna give her the most longevity and work with her hair. She sees blue, purple, and pink. So these, they don't make anymore, but they are demi-permanent. She's going to want to change her hair every time, so it doesn't matter that they don't make these anymore. This I'm going to put on her roots, and that's going to be her blue. It's going to help to blend her natural in a little bit. Then I'm going to swatch some purples. The purple in this picture is very icy, silvery, and that is going to wash away really fast. So we're going to give her something with a little bit more depth. I already talked to her about it. She's fine with it. So I have Chroma Daddy Nebula, which I might dilute further with silver. You can use silver as a diluter. It's a very just cool tone diluter. I'm gonna do Chroma Daddy Cupcake Rosé. So I'm just using a more pastel color as the diluter for something that's bright. That pink in her picture is kind of like a berry color. I'm thinking I could add just a smidge of the purple that we make to it to give it that like berry vibe. So let's mix. This is to dilute it down a little bit further. Adding more until I get the color that I want so that I can make sure I have enough.
We've had no 90s when I can't remember the guy's name.
Alexis, she went from gonna stay in this house.
Vacation.
I mean, obviously, like Hera and Eugene left like Yellowstone, where off. Clearly have bright ass is the wildest fucking thing.
At the same time, we're all people. Why? Like,
people were into the first book. I was just as confused.
oh,
Yeah, it's warnings for it. Stalking has a crazy.
the antagonist.
I don't know, like honestly, people like sex trafficker people, but I don't know.
Agreed.
The romance.
Know that I've.
Lines that they had made. How many weeks ago were you here? Not that long ago, right?
Close to 8, I think. Just from what I can see, I like how the color.
It's like a berry thing. Yeah. Them looking super
Like blonde hair.
right. Yeah, so see, they'll fall. Is this? I don't know how to explain it. So it was like all these boxes, and they look like you're just like staring at me.
I was just gonna dye all my hair
I
gray.
do not necessarily pass out like the blue.
But we do.
Which is also in your bag. Your hair is so, like, I literally can do nothing to it, and it's so shiny. All right, remember to fix your face or people will be mad at you.
I know, right? Look at that color.
Yes.
Oh, I love
She's subtle, but in your face.
it. Right?
And then you can see it doesn't, so that color doesn't cover your roots completely, but does blend them in really well.
Yeah.
And then you got your little curtain bangs. Even though they're curled, you can still.
Yeah.
And if
Adds
you,
a little something, something.
yeah, if you want to go shorter next time, we can do that. Yeah. This is where pictures are going to come in clutch. So I'm going to do that. I am currently taking new clients that are local to the Indianapolis and surrounding areas. If you would like to become a client, just fill out the new client form at the link in my bio. Again, you must be local to Indianapolis or surrounding areas.